Okay, Victoria. So what do you do at the magazine? Tell me about the magazine and the new issue.
Well, the magazine is 032c. Comes out twice a year. Earlier this month, we came out with our 20th anniversary issue, which represents 10 years that we've been 10 years that we've been in publication. I've been with the magazine for 4 of those 10 years. And so each issue has a cover story, sort of a cover dossier feature, and this issue features Ray Kawakubo of Comme des Garçons. And
He doesn't like to give a lot of interviews, no?
Well, that's what's special about it. The whole thing took a lot of research. We compiled a full alphabet, an A to Z sort of section about Ray Kawakubo. So every quote, every interview, every collection was sort of meticulously pawed through to generate this alphabet. We have an essay by John Waters.
How wild is that?
Which was really cool because he came out with a book of essays about people who had influenced him earlier this year. I think it came out in June. And there was an essay about Ray in it. So he let us do sort of a European preview of the book, which was very cool. We also have Hilton Als, who is a critic for The New Yorker, who wrote this sort of very touching personal short piece about the influence of Comme des Garçons in New York and so on. And then what else? We have, in the life section, we have an interview by Carson with David Simon, who created The Wire and more recently Treme. We have, what else do we have, Carson?
The select section.
I'm doing life right now.
Well, we have Bjarke Ingels.
Bjarke Ingels on Ray Kurzweil, who's sort of a futurist writer, philosopher, influence. We have Claude Parent, an essay on Claude Parent, the architect. Story on Arc'teryx, which is a sort of high-tech clothing label. So there's a lot of sort of future technologies being explored. It's quite architecture heavy. We have an original contribution by Francesco Vizzoli.
Did you say John Waters?
Yeah, we went over John Waters.
Love that.
We have Francesco Vizzoli did some album covers, sort of an homage to this Milan club called Plastic, which he adores.
It's over now.
Yeah, it's closed.
After
so there's
25
an interview with him
years,
about that. But apparently it's going to reopen.
Oh, really? In another location?
That's what I heard. Apparently it's closed before and
more
it reopened.
Importantly, you should tell Diane about Miami.
Oh yes,
Miami
that's
Basel?
We're doing an event in Miami on Friday, actually. I won't be there, but it involves, actually Creative Time has invited sort of culture makers from various cities. I think Mexico City is one of them. Detroit, Glasgow, and Berlin is the 4th.
I love the selection.
It's quite a good selection of cities. In fact, the other cities are so hardcore, it almost makes Berlin look like the more sort of old school of all of them. But so what Jörg has done actually was to select sort of an eclectic selection of Berlin creatives, not just artists, to do performances. So we have the architect who actually designed our office, Arno Brandelhuber, who's going to do sort of a lecture performance on concrete. I think it's called Concrete Society. We have the duo AIDS 3D, which is we're co-presenting with Carson's gallery program. And also Christopher Roth and Georg Dietz, who have this kind of ongoing research project which we featured in the magazine called 8081, which is kind of this sort of multimedia art project that explores how crucial the years 1980 to 1981 were to the world we live in today. So it's kind of a great premise, and so they're having I think it's a Cuban choir come and do a performance, and they're going to kind of channel Miami of the 80s, which I don't know what it's going to look like, but I'm hoping it's going to be like original Miami Vice, kind of
Wow.
Don Johnson.
Do you have an e-invite for that?
Yeah, I'll forward it.
Please do,
I'll forward it
'cause
to you.
I have my man from London is in Miami Basel now.
Oh no, send him, absolutely. And then there's and Broken Hearts Club, sort of the
I
club
DJ'd
that's been
for
going
them.
on. Yeah, so you know.
That was my first DJ job.
They've been going on I don't know how long, but it's quite an institution, and yeah, so they're going to be kind of providing the music and dancing for the whole thing. And the emphasis in all of the performances is collaboration. So it's an architect and an artist doing something, or there's a duo doing something, or something like that.
What is that?
Monsieur?
It's an eggplant.
Okay. Anyway, that's sort of the rundown.
Yeah. Now we're gonna eat.
Okay, now we're gonna eat.
In the magazine.